What's going on, y'all? It is Crew, aka a Rainstorm, checking in for the moon sign series. For those of y'all that have moon in the 8th house, this video is for you. My name, I don't know if I said my name yet. My name is Crew, aka Rainstorm, specializing in evolutionary astrology. So if you're interested in hearing and knowing about your past lives as well as your destiny here in this lifetime, you can definitely hit me up for personal readings. I am at this moment doing donation-based, tip-based readings as well as barter and trade. So if you definitely would like to check that out, please hit the links below or look at the links below, and all the links below. Definitely make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, and also comment and share if this is your moon sign or if you know somebody that has this moon sign, so we can get this to reach the people that it needs to reach. Okay, let's get into it. Moon in the 8th house. So for the moon people, or moon people that have moon, or what is the moon, I should say. Moon is the energy of our emotional state, right? So this is the energy that we experience. It is our habitual, our animalistic instincts, if you will, our emotional states, where we feel at the most home, the energy that you see when you are a child. This is also your relationship to your mother, and also this is your, the moon rules ancestral past. This is also the energy that you can experience here. So the energy of your ancestor and your ancestral lineage, your roots, are also located in the moon. And so when we have moon in the 8th house, 8th house being Scorpio ruling and presiding over the 8th house in itself, this is where you can see somebody who has a moon of a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of hidden emotions, because whatever is in the 8th house is usually hidden from the general public of people, right? And so moon in the 8th house can be very behind the scenes, right? Like, this is not the energy that you just kind of see, like, just visually on standby. Let me see if this lighting is better on this side. Yes, a little bit better. So these are, I would say, these are the energies that you see that has a very, very heightened intuition, even from a child. Very much so. They pick up on a lot of things. They might tell you as a child about some of the things that they see, and honestly, sometimes they might not tell you about some of the things that they are witnessing or seeing. You could also have, also had like premonitions at a very young age. So being able to talk to spirits, or just having a lot of voices in the head, not because schizophrenia. It's probably because you're maybe hearing voices in your head. So if a child, or if you're just starting to hear a couple of different voices, then that's probably why. And also I would definitely say too, because of these things, a lot of times you'll see moon in the 8th house people can struggle a lot with like depressive states, or being in like depressive moods and stuff like that, because they do have a lot that they hold inside and internally that they don't necessarily readily express. So it can be very hard for 8th house, moon in the 8th house people to really open up, because there's just so much that's buried in there. Definitely a sense of like deep sensuality can be connected, depending on what's aspecting your moon. Very connected to like deep sensuality, very much so, like strong sexual energy as well, whether you're using that for physical sexual energy or you're using that just for internal sexual energy, having a lot of sacral energy that you can use for creation of whatever sort. You can also see somebody who is just very emotionally intense, because they have so much, I would say, just kind of beneath the surface, right? It can be very intensified when this person is communicating, expressing their emotions and things. There could just be a lot that is here for moon in the 8th house people. So you definitely want to make sure that with having the moon in the 8th house, that you are in a space, or if you have a child that has a moon in the 8th house, that you give them the space and opportunity to really express their feelings. Granted, it's gonna be like trying to knock a wall down when it comes to the feelings here, but I would definitely say start the child off early, start the baby off early, where they have a open playing field of where they're able to express their emotions. Usually when I see moon in the 8th house people too, I often, tell or suggest that if they sleep in a dark space or they have dark things in their Mercury in the 8th house and also moon in the 8th house. If you sleep in dark spaces where you have like your windows tinted, or you have dark things around the house that doesn't really have a lot of light coming in, or you don't have a lot of light colors around you, I would suggest being around those colors or just opening up a window, because that could definitely greatly improve your emotional stability as well. I also want to say that moon, I didn't write this down, but this is coming to me to just be, I feel like we all just need to be physically involved, but I feel like because 8th house energy, I know Scorpio is platonic, but it's also Mars ruled, so physical activity, and not just through sex, but physical activity would definitely be good for your body, for your mind, for your mental, because it moves a lot of like trauma, or move just a lot of dense, heavy energy off of your spirit. So I would definitely say just getting into some type of physical activity would definitely help you with your emotional state here. Also too, there can be a sense of emotional betrayal with moon in the 8th house. So I feel like the vulnerabilities, it takes people a lot of times to open up. There could have been like a childhood secret or something like that, for example, that was revealed in the family or hadn't been revealed in the family. So there's just like this deep sense of betrayal, and it can be just oftentimes hard for moon in the 8th house people to trust. They don't feel like a lot of times they have people to really sit to be with and talk to. And I think it takes a certain level of like openness and vulnerability for you to allow yourself to talk to somebody or talk to people that you can actually trust, so you can work out your emotions and things that you might keep really deeply buried inside. Like I said, mother relationship, oftentimes I would say there's just a need to very much so express your emotions and feelings. There might be a certain level of distance, or I wouldn't even say, there could be a certain level of distance to the mother here, or just either a strong bond to the mother. It can go either way, depending, like I said, on the aspects of your moon. But the moon, I would say the moon here, sometimes the relationship with the mother can be very complicated. Very, very complicated with moon here. So, like I said, just giving the child a space where they're able to really express themselves, and they're able to really have the space to let their guard down, and just feel comfortable with not only saying, not feeling what's on their heart, but like saying what's on their heart and like getting it out. So using some different types of modalities, whether that's artistic things or writing, drawing, things like that, to like really get out, or just even doing like some spiritual work to help like really move through like really powerful and intense emotions here with moon in the 8th house. So that's a little bit of what I have for moon in the 8th house. Next week, we're going to be jumping into moon from the 9th house through the 12th house. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all make sure y'all check down those links below. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out, without a doubt. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Deuces.